Something like a real object has never existed and will never exist. In this existence, there has never been anything separate from us. What we describe as the so-called outside is, in reality, not outside at all. It is within us. It is the content of our consciousness. It is what appears within our consciousness, within our true essence. And it appears. It is an appearance. It is phenomenal. It is energy. It is emptiness in motion, emptiness in color. There has never been such a thing as matter, and there never will be. As long as we believe there is matter, as long as we believe there is something separate from us, it means we suffer, because we believe we are the body. We identify with this apparent form. But even this apparent form is an appearance, something phenomenal, something temporary, something that comes and goes. But since we can perceive this body, we cannot be this body. In the same way, we cannot be the thoughts, because we can perceive them. Our human suffering has a cause, a root of all our problems. The belief that I am this body. And the belief is a thought. When I identify with the thought, I identify with the form, with my being human, and I feel separation, experience separation, believe that I am in a real world, in a temporal dimension, with dimensions. There is an I, there is a you. And wherever there is distance, wherever there is a split, there are problems, conflicts, control, manipulation. Everything we know. The solution to all our problems and the original deception is to realize that there has never been any separation. There is no I and no you. There is unity. There is life. There is consciousness as form, consciousness as body, consciousness as thought, consciousness as feeling, consciousness as experience. But there is nothing independent. There is not consciousness and body, consciousness and thoughts, consciousness and experiences, consciousness and world. Everything that we perceive appears within our consciousness, and therefore, it is fundamentally made of consciousness itself. How do we dissolve the original deception? How do we dissolve the original deception of humanity? By detaching ourselves from our thoughts. By detaching ourselves from our beliefs. By seeing through the fact that a thought is just a thought, that we can follow it, but we don't have to act on it. And then a detachment from our thinking apparatus takes place. And through this disidentification, the illusion of separation dissolves, the illusion of time dissolves, the illusion of matter dissolves, the illusion of cause and effect dissolves. By carefully taking care of this one crucial thing, detaching ourselves completely from our incessant thoughts, we have effectively solved many of our fundamental human problems. Because we see that we are emptiness, we are immortal consciousness. There is a field in which everything appears. There are not two existences. There is one being, one consciousness, that shapes itself as everything, as human, as animal, as plant, as experience, as universe. And all of that is not separate. All of that is us. All of that is made from our essence. And where there is no separation, there is no conflict, there is no lack of peace. It is full in itself, it is whole in itself, it is perfect in itself. The consciousness that we are recognizes itself again as consciousness. It detaches from its own created thoughts and recognizes itself again in its own wholeness, in its own boundlessness. Simply because consciousness allows itself to become more and more profoundly aware from one moment to the next, and in every single moment. This is the way out of separation, out of illusion, out of psychological problems, and into the timeless peace of our true nature. And when we have realized this, when we feel it, a different way of being human arises from it, without us having to change ourselves as humans or wanting to change. We stop tinkering with ourselves. We take care of the one problem. We free ourselves from identification with our thoughts through our awareness.